Hi there, you are listening to the Being Unstoppable podcast, where we talk about being unstoppable in your brand, business, and life. I'm your host, Carolee Fontanelli, and as an entrepreneur, lawyer, course creator, and author, I understand what it takes to strive for the next level. Through 20 years of having several businesses, making a ton of mistakes, and celebrating loads of success, I love to share my secret sauce, tips, and strategies on how you too can become unstoppable. Welcome back to another episode of the Being Unstoppable podcast. I am your host, Carolee Fontanelli, and I am tuning in today from the Gold Coast from my desk, but not for much longer. On Wednesday, which is only 2 days away, I am tripping off to New Zealand because the borders have opened, which is so exciting for me. I'm from New Zealand, if you haven't already picked up my accent, and I'm super excited and pumped to be going home to see my family and also to be traveling a little south. I'm going to Taupo and Taranaki to see a couple of friends as well. And I'm really pumped and excited to take my daughter, who's 10. We're going to go and see the boiling mud. We're going to go do the luge, and we're going to see some snowy mountains and probably eat a whole lot of amazing food because the food in New Zealand is incredible. So today I wanted to talk about how important it is for you to take a holiday and go on a break and how it can make you more money and more productive. Now, I know it sounds counterintuitive that going on holiday could make you more money and more productive, but it really, really can. And when you are new to business or you're really bogged down by your business and you feel like you can't take a break, this is when you really do need to take a break. And the whole idea of being in business, right, is so that you can have more freedom and more time. But often what happens is that we feel that we have less time and less freedom because the business needs us. Now, before COVID hit, I was taking really long holidays. I was going to Brazil for 6 weeks at a time or 4 weeks at a time. And then I'd take holidays at Christmas as well and fly off here and there and everywhere as I wanted. These days, not so much, but that's because of COVID. And I must say, COVID has really pushed a bit of a reset on that. And sometimes I feel a little bit bored and bogged down and stuck at home because we haven't been able to have the freedom to travel and do the things that we want to do. But it is really important that we do take the time, because when you are fresh, you are healthier, your well-being is at its peak and much better, and you are also able to be far more productive and enjoy your work because it's not just a constant thing. And sometimes when you haven't scaled your business yet, you probably find that you're working ridiculous hours. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week, who knows how much you're working, and that is without a holiday. And then you might be someone who can't turn off your email on the weekends. You keep checking your email, you keep checking your bank account, you keep, tuning in when really you just need to tune out. And the reason you need to tune out is that you're going to be much better off for it. You'll be able to think more clearly. You'll be able to be more creative. You're going to be able to be a better leader, the one that your business needs. It is so, so important. There is nothing quite like a good holiday, and also the chance to escape your daily routine and see new places. But it's just also so, so important for your health physically and mentally, as well as your well-being. So if you are not convinced yet that you need a holiday, let's talk about the reasons that you do need a holiday and that it can actually help your business. And not just your business, but your family and home life as well. So the first thing is that having a holiday can lead to reduced stress. A holiday is an absolutely amazing way to reduce stress. It allows you to take some time away from work and the responsibilities, as well as the humdrum of that normal routine. And you get to go somewhere completely new so that you can forget about everything back home. I personally always find that when I jump on an airplane, I just seem to be able to relax that much more, particularly if you're in a little bit of a different time zone as well. And, it really can help you to chill out and zone out a little bit. And once your stress levels come down and you come back to a normal space, you are a better person, 100%. Next up, of course, there are physical health benefits. Once you reduce stress and you start recharging, you will return home feeling energized and ready to hit the ground running. Too much stress can just lead to a whole range of health issues, including drinking too much, eating too much of the wrong stuff, lacking sleep, gaining weight, just feeling yuck. And all of those things eventually are going to catch up with you. So it's really important that you reduce the stress so that you can also start focusing on your physical health. Now, let's get on to your mental health. It is so good for you to tune out and just take some time for yourself mentally when you have this huge burden of running your business, running clients, looking after children and a house, and all of those things that you do on a daily basis, sitting in traffic, feeling stressed, all of that kind of thing, and overwhelmed as well. Overwhelm is something that is a killer. It's a killer. So when you have a holiday, I always find that once I slow down and stop, all of this creativeness comes back into my mind because I have space in my head where I'm not overloading it with overwhelm. And that is so good, not only for my business, but it's also so good for my mental health to have that break from constantly being on and having all of the burdens of responsibility on your shoulders. Taking that time can definitely improve your mental health and help you to regain yourself again and to really connect with who you are and what is most important to you. Because I think when we're working ourselves to the bone, we think that that's the most important thing, and work can really catch us and we can jump into the space and feel like that's where we're most useful. But if we don't have our mental health and we're overloaded, we can't be useful to anybody. So taking that break so that we can recharge both our physical health and our mental health is super important. Next thing is that when you take a holiday and you have something to look forward to, life is so much better. You are so much more satisfied with your life. Life is happy. So you do need to take regular holidays so that you can create a work-life balance that makes you happy. It's a really good chance to spend time with the ones that you love and reflect on your life and how grateful you are for it and all of the amazing opportunities that you have. You did not start a business so that you can be working your ass off 1,000 hours a week. No, you did not. You started your business because you wanted to have more freedom and more time for the people that you love and for yourself. So make it a priority to take a holiday. You did not start a business so that you can be working 80 hours a week. That is not what you envisioned for yourself at all. No one does. We all start businesses because we envision we're going to have a better balance in life. We're going to be able to take holidays. We're going to be able to work the hours we want. We're going to be able to say no to certain things. But really what happens is we end up working for the worst boss we've ever had. Us, the ones that make us work 80 hours a week and say no to you ever taking a holiday ever again. Honestly, remember the reason you started your business. The truth is that it's probably not going to fall apart if you have a holiday and recharge. Having time to reflect on everything will actually increase your productivity and it will help you to scale your business. Every time I've taken holidays and I have that space, I come back recharged, and honestly, everything flows so much easier and life is so much better for it. Next up, taking the time is absolutely important for you because It can help you to create. And you remember, as the business owner in your business, you are the visionary in your business. There is not one other person in your business that you can employ to be the visionary that you can be in your business. You're the visionary and you're in the driver's seat. So if you don't take the time to have a holiday, to read the books you need to read, to do, the relaxing things you want to do, then you are not going to be able to scale and grow your business. You need to be able to have that time so that you can recharge and repair your brain, so that it's not overflowing with all the million things you have to do. Because when it's overflowing with all the million things you have to do, it is nearly impossible for you to be creative. And it's nearly impossible for you to be the visionary and to prepare for the scaling that you need to do to get you and your business to the next level. So those are the reasons that you need to go on holiday. But how do you plan for it? And how do you make it happen, especially when you already feel really overwhelmed? My first tip is that you need to start to put systems in place in your business so that when you are absent from your business, you know that things will still be getting done as if you are there. If you have the certainty that things are going to be getting done as if you are still there, then you can easily step away and go on holiday. Even if it means, for example, that you have to hop online, say for an hour a day, or do the odd thing, you can still do that, say, early in the morning and then get on with your holiday. It's not to say that every time I go on holiday, as I mentioned before, I've been away for 6 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever it might be. It's not to say that I don't hop online and do the odd thing. I still clear my emails. I don't let it stress me out because I know that I've got a great team here where everything is systemized. And so they know how to take care of everything, but I still keep on top of my emails because I don't want to come back to an inbox with 1,000 emails. And I'll just set aside half an hour each morning before everyone wakes up to do that. And then I can chill out and relax for the rest of the time. So that's what I'll do next week when I'm in New Zealand. I'll still clear my emails. As you know, if you've been following me on Instagram and Facebook, you'll know that I'm halfway through 2 really big renovations. 2 because one is my home and one is an investment property. They have both been stripped back to bare bones and we are rebuilding. So I definitely will be still online doing that sort of work. But as far as my firm goes, everything is automated because there are great systems here. Everything will take place while I'm not here. And I'm going in 2 days and I actually don't have to prepare anything. The most of my preparation that I have to do right now is my podcast. So I'm whipping out 4 or 5 podcasts at once so that they can be put out by my helper, Bree, in the next few weeks while I am away. Regular holidays are so important. And honestly, if you can't manage a whole week, just go for a weekend overnight. It's amazing when you travel somewhere beautiful and you chill out and relax, even for a weekend. It can feel like you have had a really huge, big holiday. And to be engaged with your family and your loved ones is absolutely so, so important. You don't have to fly all the way around the world to escape your daily life and recharge. It can be somewhere beautiful just down the road. It doesn't have to be forever away. And right now, we can't travel halfway around the world anyway. We can only go so far. So we are limited as we are, which is nice because it means that we can travel around home and get to know our own environments a whole lot more and appreciate the areas, states and countries that we live in rather than flying off somewhere else all of the time. If you have not had a holiday for a while, believe me, it will make all the difference if you can make it happen. Book it in advance because, as you know, if you've been trying to book anything, it's really hard right now to get bookings. Book something in advance and just make it happen. Lock it in and make it happen. Just like going to work is a no-brainer and you just have to do it. Going on holiday should be a no-brainer. Don't toy with yourself as to, can't I make it happen? It is imperative that you have your downtime so that you can recharge, so that you can be the best business owner, best leader, best parent, all of the things that you need to be, because it's only you that is doing those tasks. Look after yourself by booking a holiday. Look after your relationships by booking a holiday. Look after your business by booking a holiday. Hop off this podcast and go and find a holiday destination and let me know where you are off to. If you don't follow me on Instagram, pop on over. It's carolee.fontanelli. I will be heading to New Zealand this week, and I will be obviously on Instagram sharing my trip with you, as well as sharing my everyday chit chats, which I do, which is often about the Scalable Business Lounge, around my firm, around my renos, because that's what's going on at the moment in my life. If you want to be unstoppable, take a holiday. I look forward to hearing from you as to where you are going. And until next week, bye for now. Thank you for listening to the Being Unstoppable podcast, brought to you by my personal brand, Freebies, which you can find at caroleefontanelli.com. If you got value from this week's episode, I would love it if you would hit subscribe and take a minute to leave me a review. You can connect with me on Instagram or Facebook. Just search for Carolee Fontanelli. Until next time, remember, if you believe in yourself, you will be unstoppable.